Like this EQ is gonna go like right here. You see what I'm saying? What just popped up, guys? Check this out. You're definitely gonna want to subscribe and stay tuned to the channel. Let me go get the keys real quick. As you can see, we have this little console that's in here right now, and your boy is actually gonna build a console that's going from the front all the way to the back, guys. So this thing is gonna be a monster. And look, check this out. I told him, man, let's go ahead and try a 5K on it. I haven't even heard it yet, but I'm guessing that it's working pretty good. But I don't know how much those subs are going to be able to take it. You see what I'm saying? So we'll see. I'll ask him in a little bit what he thinks about that 5K on it. He's got the crescendo amp in it. I remember we had the two Tera amps in there, but he wanted to try the crescendo amps out, so he went ahead and took the Tera amps out because it was only 800 watts, but he went ahead and put that crescendo 1200 symphony amp, I think. I've never even used those, so I really don't know what they sound like. But my job is to go ahead and put this console in it and put the mids in it and make it look good. And you know, we're basically going to do a console with stacked speakers going all the way to the top right here. So it's going to have like a 10, 2 8s, a 10, the EQ, and a spot for the voltmeter. So you're going to definitely want to stay tuned for this full video. We're going to build just a shell of it today, and then tomorrow we are going to go ahead and start loading rings and making rings and all that stuff. And we are going to fiberglass it, man. So you're definitely going to want to watch this video. Right now we're actually going to head to Home Depot. I got to go get some wood, and I got to go get some stuff, and then come back and we're going to build a shell of it today. So we got our piece of wood. Very heavy, but we did it. So now let's go to the Home Depot section where they cut it. We can get it cut and head back to the crib and get on the grind. Alright, so I'm back at the house and I'm actually in the truck right now. And he actually put that 5K, you see it right there. And he told me just to go ahead and give it a listen and to let him know what he thought. He actually said it did wake up the subs, but I mean, I don't think he adjusted or anything too crazy. And he actually, there was a truck show yesterday, but he said he didn't really get on her like that because he didn't, you know, feel like he adjusted the amp rate. He just connected it and just turned up the gain a bit. So we're actually just gonna take a quick listen to it real quick and just see what it does. Yeah, so I just played it a little bit, and like, I feel that like something's like off. You see what I'm trying to say? Like there is something that, I don't know, I just feel that the bass, for it being a 5K, it should be slamming. So I'm gonna mess with it real quick, and then after that I'm just gonna like not even mess with it right now, and I'm gonna let them know that like, man, it don't sound right. So let me figure out some things out, then I'm gonna start taking things out of here, and then we can start doing the skeleton of the console, man. So stay tuned, man. If you like these type of videos, this is definitely the time to subscribe, man, because we're about to get down. All right, so a quick rundown of the truck of what we got actually going on. So we have MR speakers that's going in here. He just has them connected. This is how he brought the truck, as you can see. He just connected up to see what them tins would do, I guess. But look, you see how we got the truck today. And we have the 8s that we're putting in there and some tins that we're actually putting in there as well. And we got 2 tweeters that we're doing as well. But I don't know if we're going to do those 2 tweeters. As far as I know, we're just doing the mids and a new EQ. Because he says that knob, once he starts turning it up, it actually starts making a static noise, and I just hear the static noise. We were going to build a console almost something like this guy, but what we're actually going to do now is we're actually going to build a console that is going almost something like that, coming right here. I was going to do it to the back of the console, but I'm actually not going to do it like that. I'm going to go ahead and just let it stop like right before where that amp's at, because I really don't want to attach nothing to the box. You see what I'm saying? I don't want to, you know, put no holes or anything inside it, so we're just going to end it right there. It should still look pretty good. So basically where that 10's at, you know, right here we're going to put a 10, 2 8s, and then a 10 right here, just like flowing. And then with the EQ and the voltmeter is up there as well. So before I actually start cutting wood out, what I'm actually going to do is I got a piece of cardboard and I'm just going to like template cut it, just so I can get a feel of where the cutouts are going to be. And I'd rather use cardboard right here because I don't want to gouge up the dash, you know, test fitting here and there. So we're just going to cut it out with the cardboard pretty good, and then from there we'll go cutting at the wood. And then we're going to tape the edges of the wood so it doesn't gouge anything when we actually put it up inside here. So we're actually going to do a quick cutout. Okay, so you see right there we already got somewhat a nice cutout, and it bended right there. So we're actually going to go with that right there, but we're just going to cut it a little bit more finer, so it just slides right in without a problem. Passenger side, we pretty much got that one already ready to rock and roll. And like I said, this is just a cardboard template. Once we actually trace it off to wood, then we can get a real straight edges and lines and everything. But you know, that's what it is for right now. And as you can see, like the AC box is on this side, so there's no AC box on this side. So this other one we actually have to go more deeper inside it. But that's why we're making 2 different templates, one for the passenger and one for the driver. I just got off the phone with my boy. And okay, so you see, if you guys can see really good, there's an imprint right here, and this is where the smaller console was at, and that's a smaller console, so it really doesn't affect any of the, you know, components of the dash. But since we're doing a dash, and you see like this is the actual edge line of the transmission hump, this is where the transmission's at, I'm guessing. So that's where the front part of the console is. So my template, if I were to stay inside these imprints where the old console was at, the console would be very narrow, and it wouldn't, you know, look as appealing. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's really off-center, and this piece would actually run right here where the bolt's at, and we really want to be on the outside because we're going to make a bracket to where you can bolt the console down. But so as you see, once we start putting our piece, our template where it's going to sit, it's actually covering up the spot where the his coin location's at for the truck, you see? And there's coins in there, so obviously he uses it. So I just had to call and confirm to let him know and to see on FaceTime. You know, shout out to iPhone for having FaceTime. You see how now it sits, and it sits a little bit better, so now it actually looks more, you know, symmetrical. That's going to sit between the seats, and so now we're not really worried about it, you know, being narrow or anything. Now it looks pretty good. So we just had to confirm with him just to double check and, you know, confirm that, you know, this is where it's going to go at, and the coin slot it's right there. So, you know, always double check some things before you start cutting and start building, because what if he really did use his coin slot? Then we'd be in a pickle. So I mean, now with this being said, now we can actually go cutting some wood because we have our template piece of our console, the sides. And what we're actually going to do is we're going to actually trace out what we did templates on. So basically, you know, we're just going to trace out our template, but we're just putting it on the edge where it lines up the best. And then we're just going to trace it out real quick. I drew some quick lines. So basically this is the part where it's going to go to the AC box. It's going to slope up, that's going to go straight, and then it gives me enough clearance for my EQ and stuff like that. Then we're going to come down here and the EQ is going to be like popped out because we are doing the top part of it fiberglass. So we'll be able to angle some stuff out. It's going to look really nice and like clean. So basically what there'll be is there'll be like a 10 right here. Probably like another 8, another 8, and then a 10 up here. So basically it's gonna like do like a nice transition of it, but they're gonna be angled out in different positions. So it should look pretty cool. And then, you know, like the voltmeter will probably go like somewhere like right here as well too. So that's what we're pretty much looking at. Nice little quick design of it. So basically what's gonna happen from here is we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna trace the other side out. We're actually going to cut this one out first, and then we're going to go ahead and trace the other template side, because remember the AC box is different, so we need good coverage inside there so it looks nice and even. And then, you know, we trace out the curve so it's all symmetrical at the same time. But you see it, it's gonna be nice. I'm starting to feel it. Before we were gonna put like a 10 right here, and then like the 8s like up here, and then right here is gonna have like armrest, cup holders, and stuff like that. But he actually wants to be able to like hear the mids, so, and that's what we're going for with this one right here. All right, so we went ahead and cut the console piece out. I actually test fitted it in here right now, and I taped the edges along there. It fits pretty good, but what we're gonna actually have to do is we're gonna have to like grind down in an angle in the back of it, and same thing on the bottom, where I have to just grind on the inside of it just so it'll sit the contour of it down. But for overall, it came out pretty good. So now the next step to do is we're going to go ahead. I've already got it traced out, and so I'm actually going to cut on the outside of it with the jigsaw. Then I'm going to come back and staple her on there, and then we're going to flush router it out. So it's basically the same identical piece. I actually got a comment, I think 2 videos ago, where one of the Mousetrap gang members went ahead and suggested, hey, use one of those router bits to flush out your panels. I actually have one of these that I had on this like small router table that I had, and it worked really awesome. The bearing on it's still pretty good. This thing's like still brand new. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to actually take this one out, and we're going to put this guy in there, and we're going to give it a shot routering out the piece of the side of the console that we just cut out, to see what it does, to show you, you know what I'm saying, all the tools that we can use. And you know, I have a lot of the tools, don't get me wrong, but I tend to use what, you know, works fastest for me. Okay, so our piece is stapled down. The router bit is inside the router, and now let's go ahead and router it out with that new bit and see what it does. So it did give me a nice flush cut, but versus whenever we have been flushing out stuff the way my technique that I do of cutting stuff out and then routering it out, it goes a lot faster with that other blade. This blade is probably good for some little stuff, but not that big boy stuff what we're trying to do, man. Big dog stuff only. Big dog router bit. I'm sure they do make a one like this that's a little bit more heavy dutier, but obviously we do not have one, so we're just gonna stick to trusty old flush router bit. Dang, that thing's hot. That's been working out fabulous for us, and we're just gonna continue to use it, man, because that thing is, you know, working out the way how we want it to, versus we just gave that a chance. It was doing it, but not for what we're trying to do. And this one, I've been using it, routering out pieces that are 3/4, and man, it continues to do its job, man. So we're gonna go back to her. A nice day, but look, we got it routered out, man. Big dog router never lets us down. So what we're actually gonna do is that it's still staple. We're just gonna run through the DA in it real quick, smooth out some edges, and then come back and then start assembling, so it starts looking like something, guys. So let me know if this is the type of stuff that you like to watch, man, because you can definitely want to subscribe. Progression on the console. So there you guys see it. You see I taped the front of it so it doesn't gouge any of his plastics up. That's a really good idea to do. So this is what it's actually gonna slope into. Looks good. You know, once we actually put the 10s and everything on it, it'll take more of a shape. Like I always say, man, trust the process, man. Looking really good. I am really happy with it. So what I'm actually going to do now is I'm actually going to router out another piece of the side, because when we fleece it, it's going to get fleeced and fiberglass onto this piece. But in order to, when we wrap it to make it look good, we need plates for it on the side. And so I'm going to router out the plates in it. So those are ready. So as soon as the console top of it's built, that plate's already ready to rock and roll, and those are ready to wrap. And then we just have to fiberglass the top, sand it down, and then wrap it, and it should be ready to go pretty good. So like this EQ is going to go like right here. You see what I'm saying? And then, or maybe like right here, and maybe the voltmeter and maybe a pocket. So you can put like some change or something like that. Then we're going to put a 10, 8, 8, and then a 10 on top. With all crazy angles on them, so we get the best vocal out of it. You'll see this console as it progresses, the shape that it's going to take and how smooth it's going to look at the end. We're going to wrap it in vinyl, man, so that's why we're going to go the extra mile and make sure everything's A1 on this thing, man, so everything looks really nice. So with that being said, man, let's get routering this piece out and get back to the real nice truck, man. Okay, so I think we're pretty much going to come to a halt on it right now. I gotta talk to my boy here in a little bit when he pulls up. So pretty much that's it for the console build for today. Didn't take that much time to actually get the shape of what we got going on, but it's playing out pretty good. I got the other routed out piece cut out already, so that's a big plus. And like I said, we're going to do EQ, voltmeter, maybe a little cubby spot, 10, 8, 8, and then a 10 on top. But I'm actually going to talk to him and see if we can like notch it down some, and just put like the 10 up there just like poking out. It should look pretty good, but I just want to double check with him before I go over it. Definitely stay tuned for tomorrow's video, because we are going to be assembling the console and we are going to be putting rings on it as well, and we want it to look, you know, extra on point. So drop down any questions that you guys got about the console, or let me know what you guys think about the build. I don't know if you guys ever seen any other console videos, but this is going to be definitely a different console, because it's not more of it to look good, it's more to, you know, just add more speakers to it, man. See what I'm saying? Remember, drop some shout outs, man, if you want to get shouted out on tomorrow's video. Yesterday's video, it was just a quick clips of some dash that I did. Hopefully I can do a dash soon. My homeboy's buying a box Chevy, and so hopefully I can convince him to do a dash in it. I just want to show you guys, you know, how stuff can get around here and how good, you know, the little woodworking skills are, man. So don't forget, drop some comments, man. Become a member, because the members already seen previews of what we're going on right now. And if you guys want to get more in depth these builds and everything, man, become a member. Drop comments, man. Subscribe to the channel if you like car audio, man. Simple as that. So with that being said, man, I'm gonna go ahead and finish cleaning up. I'm gonna call my boy and tell him that, you know, he needs to stop by. And that pretty much wraps everything up, man. And tomorrow we're gonna actually start building rings and making this console look like something, man. So don't forget to subscribe, hit that like, drop comments, become a member, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow, man. Peace.